Why can't we be friends? Why can't. Anyway, I hate. I don't want to say versus or differences, but it's a common question. Who are the competitors of Handshake HNS? It's something we always see in the Telegram groups. There's always some new naming thing coming out. It's 2021. It seems like it's the new hot thing to do. The D-Web, the Web3 is totally hot, so everybody wants to jump in and make new naming protocols, naming systems. So I'm going to spend, I don't know, I've been doing these longer videos. I guess Teacher Mike here at Sky Include. Handshake competitors. Skyinclude.com/handshake competitors. There's more and more coming up. I got this Google Doc. I put it up onto the site real fast. It's kind of ugly right now. We'll make it a little bit cleaner. But, I'm trying to get this out. It feels so urgent. There's just so many people buying, I think, the different things, and they don't know about Handshake. Honestly, they're finding these videos when they're searching after they bought something. So I feel like it's my duty to try to get this information out there as much and as fast as possible. So let's just go down the list. There's more and more, honestly. So we have skyinclude.com/blog. I'm going to try my best to write them out. So we got ENS, Unstoppable, PNS, YAT, B-Fly, and BitDNS. Okay, so let's go through it. So I guess, of course, the first is normal domains. The legacy ican.com, .net, .org. Some people say the original NFTs, but I don't think they're technically NFTs. At least they're not technically on a blockchain. They're like everything else, like just like the previous world before blockchain. But there is something changing that. So next one up is ENS, Ethereum naming system. And that's .eth. A lot of us know it as .eth. And I just did a 28-minute long one, so I don't think I'm going to go deep into this. I think today's like a high level. Some of these I have deep guides, some of them I haven't yet. So I don't want to give extensive deep dives of each of these. I'm going to try to make a separate video and blog for each of these, so you can check that out at skyinclude.com/ENS-versus-HNS, or find it on the site. But just really quickly, you can register a .eth right now, and what they're starting to really work on is going onto the legacy ICANN domains and adding their blockchain technology on Ethereum onto the current ICANN TLDs. So that's the big difference. So, right, and it's yearly, so basically it's somewhat similar to normal domain names right now. Again, I have a 28-minute long video, and I hope I covered it all correctly. Stuff is there's a lot of details on each one of these. So check that out. But it's .eth, and then they're also starting to add on to the current ICANN legacy TLD system. I'm not sure how it'll honestly work if I have a .com and I can use now ENS, Ethereum naming system. I don't know who am I paying or how is it working, but that's their a little bit of a longer term vision, and it started to get implemented. I think XYZ and some others. So that's one, or maybe two, depends if you count the current ICANN. And then number three, let's count that first one. Number three, Unstoppable Domains, unstoppabledomains.com. So they've been out. I think both of these were around before Handshake launched. I wasn't involved when this started. So this is .crypto and .zil. Okay, and we do have a video. I did make a little bit of an error in the video about saying there was a yearly renewal. Their lifetime, so there's no renewals. You can buy a .crypto or a .zil one time and be done. Tim Draper, I actually interviewed him on my Global From Asia podcast. Is a lead investor of this company. So this is a company, okay? It's a company, and you're buying a SLD on .crypto or .zil, and it has payment options, and there's support in different browsers, and applications. So that's Unstoppable, and we have skyinclude.com/unstoppable/ or dash handshake for that one. Sorry, this is ugly notes right now. I'm just getting this out. Our amazing team will help you. And there is a community post. I was also curious, what's the difference with .zil and .crypto? So it says from their own community. .crypto is on Ethereum. .zil is on Zilliqa blockchain. It has cheaper fees with .zil, but Ethereum is, as a lot of us know, is one of the main systems. So you can list it on OpenSea. So that seems like the difference of those two when you choose. Okay, so that's the number 3. Now number 4 we have YAT, y.at, and they're also kind of new. And I just found the blog. It's I've never created so much content so fast in any project I've done. But you can read this extensive post. Handshake versus YAT, and YAT is y.at, and currently it's it's centralized, or it's like a company that owns it, and you're paying by credit card to a company, and that company collects the money. And then later there's plans that I've been learning where they're gonna go to a Yari blockchain, and then your name and identity will be on that blockchain. I hope I'm correct. And they've done amazing jobs in their design. And their Facebook ads are really good, and they collect payment credit cards, so they've done a great job. Okay, that's YAT. Butterfly, Bfly. Butterfly protocol is on butterflyprotocol.io, and it's Bfly in the token, and they are on Ethereum, and the big difference that I've seen is they're also TLDs like Handshake is, which we'll talk about at the end. But they seem to not be concerned with the current legacy internet. They just let anything to be registered. They don't seem to reserve names, or they don't seem to care about the current internet. They're just basically building their own complete naming system. And there's also something about humans, and then they have sub Bflies. And some people said, why doesn't Handshake and Butterfly cooperate? We jumped in a Telegram group. I think I'm in a Telegram. They said they've been doing this for years, and they're good on their own from what I've gathered. And I think that we had a post on Handshake Mercenary about that. But yeah, it's on Ethereum right now, and it's their own TLD system, and they don't seem to be concerned about overlapping with ICANN or any other, or Handshake or anybody else. They have like .nft, they have from my understanding. Again, I'm not going to go so deep on this. I do want to do a dedicated video and compare it to Handshake. And some people from their group have jumped into our Handshake. I say I'm just a normal user, and my computer is freezing. But man, I'm frozen. Okay, so that's Butterfly. Again, I can't go details here. Honestly, on some of these I'm still even learning. I mean, it's obviously pretty complex, the naming system. So Polkadot name service, PNS, and they just came out with their name token. They're doing an airdrop as I write this. I think I might even seem to get some. And polka.domain.org is their website. So basically, they're like a naming system on Polkadot. So Polkadot's a new like cross-chain DOT, protocol that's done really well in the market. So this is their site, and basically it's not coming out. So it's gonna be basically names on the Polkadot system, and I was studying a little bit, and I took some clips. So basically, for short names, so sky, maybe, for example, I'm not sure if that's available or not, they would have to open an auction. And if it's a longer name, 7 to 12 characters, you would pay a rent fee on it within the dot. So, and then I read this section here. I'll link these again in the show notes. It seems like ChainX is involved with this, or making this, and again, I'm not gonna get into too much detail today. I do want to do a video about it, and they're so new. I mean, this is a little bit older Medium post, but basically there's gonna be auctions. Some people say it's somewhat similar to Handshake's reserve names and systems. It's again, each one of these is its own course to study, so you can read that too. But basically, that's Polkadot or PNS. And then the final one that we've just seen in the community is BitDNS, or their ticker is going to be DNS, and it's based on this Huobi. And if you go to the site bitdns.vip, it's it says it's like a decentralized cloud computing platform for computing, which sounds like a cache to me, right? It seems like it's doing a lot of stuff. It's going to have storage, it's going to have CDNs, media. It seems like it's going to do everything in one spot. Again, I got to study this one deeper. I'm going to link these up in the blog post. Oops. bitdns.vip. It defaults to Chinese for me. Maybe it's because of my location. So I'll switch it to English. So yeah, it seems like it's trying to do a lot, and it seems like it's very connected to the Huobi system. But yeah, I mean, architecture, oracles, DeFi, edge. Again, I might do. I want to do dedicated videos on all these. I want to learn all these too. So these are the how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you count 7, traditional 7. All right. And so then the last, of course, is Handshake, which of course we've got so many videos on Sky Include YouTube and our website skyinclude.com. I'm still a fan. Of course, I'm feeling like kind of overwhelmed with all these naming systems. It feels like every week I'm hearing about another one coming out. I mean, in the last few months, I've been hearing all these new ones, and of course there was other ones existing like ENS and Unstoppable. So why am I still, I guess, still bullish or excited about Handshake? I think all these new namings ones brings more awareness to Handshake. Handshake is this kind of like open source developer. Some things I gotta do. Lots of stuff I gotta do. You know, I think it's, let's go to the site while I talk about it. Handshake.org. You know, it's got a white paper, it's got its own blockchain. I'm cheap, you know, but the mining fees are super cheap. Of course, if the coin goes to like what people think it might go to, the mining fee might be a little bit more expensive. But, you know, it's, I believe, truly decentralized. I know Namebase is huge. I know there might be not too many mining pools, but I believe it's most likely to be the decentralized solution. There's more and more integrations coming out. There's hopes. So many things to do. There's hopes. Lots of things to do. There's hopes that, you know, Brave will be in. Something's going on my computer. I'm burning out this computer. Okay. So there is lots of stuff happening with this. You know, there's so much news. You know, the Shake, you can check it out. The Shake, they just came out. There's just so much stuff happening. And I believe with all these other naming systems coming out, it drives, I've seen on YouTube with us, people are finding us from Yap, people are finding us from these other Butterfly, people are finding us. And I believe if you really look at the tech, you know, but I'm biased, I have to say, you know, so do your own due diligence, do your own research, you know. I hope there's ways we can all be friends and all collaborate, but it's a little bit challenging in the naming system because there's, you know, there's only so many you can put. So some people think maybe it'll have .dot or for Polkadot or .h or HNS. Some people think for Handshake or ETH for Ethereum or .crypto. Some people think it's that, but you know, I love the soft fork of the internet. JJ's quote, which we've talked about here, skyinclude.com/softfork. But I really believe it. I know it's a long shot. I know it's going to be hard to get mass adoption where, you know, it could be on a TV show, say go to handshake.mercenary, which is our BPS, and it would work without any software. But Brave browser is talking about it. Hopefully this month. I mean, there's just more and more stuff coming out, logging it with Handshake. Wire Sentinel DVPN is going to have an HS resolver inside of it. Ledger integration on talks. You know, there's just more and more stuff coming out here. .c is doing really well. It's like a top 250 in just in 250 registrations there. So it's just amazing things happening. So honestly, I'm saying I'm getting a little bit nervous seeing all these new naming things and these airdrops and these huge social media campaigns and marketing campaigns and Facebook ads. But I think that's driving traffic to Handshake and awareness to Handshake. Of course, Handshake could do a better job, you know, but by being a decentralized community and a decentralized system, it's hard because there's not like a central marketing Yeah, it makes you laugh. Like, who's making these memes? Who's making that? Who's? It's just this whole group of like random creative people all around the world that are just promoting and helping spread awareness. Maybe saying the wrong thing, but I think that's pretty awesome, personally. But I know some people like the centralized, the Facebook where it's all clean and it's all proper, and or like Amazon where it's all clean and proper. I know, but we don't want that. We want decentralized, creative, open internet. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be a little bit chaotic and open and creative and not totally vanilla. And that's what I like about it. But maybe I'm going to lose. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the world's going to like the other ones because they can use credit card and they can use it looks pretty and I got good Facebook ad campaigns. Maybe that's true, but I don't believe in the long term that will win. Maybe in the short term, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, check it out at skyinclude.com/handshake-competitors. There's 7. I'll probably try to add more. It seems like more are going to come. It seems like it's a new hot thing to do. So there'll probably be more. But I think that's just going to help propel Handshake even more, to be honest with you. And I believe in the technology. And I'd love to hear your comments and feedback. I'm going to try to make dedicated guides on each of these. Some of them already do, like ENS versus HNS, or Unstoppable-Handshake, or YAT, Handshake and YAT. And I'm going to make more and more, okay? Polkadot's coming up, BitDNS coming up, Butterfly coming up. I want to learn these too, and maybe I'll be convinced. Maybe I'll be convinced differently. But from my high level research, I'm still all in and bullish on Handshake, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can. I really try. Thank you.